Shagreen.
Alright, today we're going to go over what's called Shagreen, or polished stingray skins, regardless of what Wikipedia defines chagrin as, a horse's butt, or some other animal back from the 17th century. Nowadays we refer to chagrin as what it really is, polished stingray skins, used in Art Deco reproduction, as well as small ornaments or boxes, wall coverings, furniture, tabletops, legs of chairs, various things. This is our most popular and currently stocked, always stocked. This size we prefer the most. You end up getting a very conservative 6 by 9 cut. If you try to be cheap and get a 7, what happens is, you'll see here, your stones get much smaller, and then your joints and your seams are not gonna look very nice. So please be conservative on these numbers, because as it rolls back through here, it gets thinner, and then the stones will have some issues whenever you put them together. So 6 by 9 cut is what we refer to these as. This is our ivory chagrin. Very nice neutral white. Why do we have ivory chagrin, and why is it more popular? Well, the contractors, what they'll do is they will cut their sections out, their cuts with the eye being centered. They glue down to their surface, and then they come back up with the top coat. So you can get a production order and get a much better deal. You don't get stuck with any stock. So if you overproduce, and on every production order you order a little bit more, your stock is never dead. Okay? So I'll just simply go through these to show you our overall quality on production that gets shipped out. We're always 80-20, but I'm hard to find even those 20% that aren't flawless. Our tannery relationship is quite good, very well linked up. Orders are very quick, always professional. Now, what a lot of people do as well is they get their 6 by 9 cut from these size right here, which we refer to our 7 and 8 long shape. As you can see, it's more of a rectangle shape. So if you get your cut here, you have a lot of these pieces left. So what a lot of people will do is they'll take those pieces, and especially in here, and then left over they have a mosaic project where you can place them out, glue them down, the same thing. Very consistent. We don't have any of this yellow or green stuff for buying half-rotten raw skins and then being too cheap to use the proper chemicals. I don't forget the terminology. I read it somewhere. Alright, you get the point. Now, here's another thing that we do. Again, the 7/8 inch long shape. Some people prefer them stiff. I mean, obviously these are soft. Look at that. That's butter soft. No cardboard here. Okay, now, but the issue is when you're doing a table, some designers, they don't want that. They don't want this bunching up, and it creates more work. So they actually ask for a stiff finish, which ends up being more like parchment. So then they do their cuttings, and it's consistent. You don't have wrinkles, or it doesn't bunch up, and you don't have air bubbles or things like this. So this is preferred by some people. It's a personal preference, you know? This is always in stock. This is our normal size, the 7 to 8 inch long shape, or AKA the 6 by 9 cut. These are production order basis. This is an 11 inch long shape. Again, stiff finish. Let's do a cross compare here. I mean, the sections are still similar. It's just, again, so it doesn't bunch up. Still achieve the same thing. Now, these are the other two currently stocked. However, we only have them in the 11 inch because they go to other industries as well as furniture. Now, what I wanted to do was show you two of these because there's always some kind of variation. These are our brown chagrin, or chocolate chagrin. There's the first one. You can see when you buff and you sand these down, you cannot control how they come out. There's always going to be variation, and that's actually considered, that's actually sought after. People enjoy that. So this is a little bit extreme. So, you know, you tell us if you don't want that variation. We can't control it exactly, but, you know, we try not to ship you this, although some people like it, so it contrasts. Okay? And here's our black skins. These are a little bit bigger. We do stock, the average size is an 11 inch, which, it's back here, this size here, which typically ends up getting you, again, we like to be conservative, a 9 by 9 cut with the center stone being centered. You know? I'll get this a little bit closer for you. So we go underneath the eye holes. The eye holes are never included in grading because this is scrap. People usually like the consistency here. So they start here, and then they come back down. I mean, you're pushing it to try to get a 10 by 10. I mean, it is possible, but a 9 by 9 again, so you don't run into these smaller stones as they come out on the edges. And that's the consistency. All right, so here are the bigger ones. You pay a little bit more for the bigger skins because we have to pay more for them, and they're also very rare. Overall on this guy is like a 13-inch, usable of course. So we stock them from 11-inch all the way up to 14-inch. And occasionally we have some 15 and 16-inch, but you will definitely pay for those because they're super rare. All right, again, the consistency between the two. This is natural. We tried our best if you want that consistency, but you're gonna have to be realistic in your expectations. Okay, thank you for your time. This was our polished Stingray or Shagreen. Thank you.